Welcome to another classic car buyer video review. Today we have a 1934 Austin 7 Ulster replica, which means this is a genuine 1934 Austin 7 with a replica Ulster body. The Austin 7 was produced from 1923 through to 1939 in the UK and was one of the most popular cars at the time in the British market. It replaced most other economy cars of the early 1920s, and due to its popularity at that time, we're lucky enough to still have a lot of them around today in the classic car market. If you're a fan of the classic retro looking cars of the 1920s, then the Austin 7 is a great example. It's a very small car in length, height and width. The back of the car narrows to a point like a canoe. As you can see, there's no boot or storage space, the same as a lot of cars from this era. This Austin 7 is finished in the classic red colour with black wheel arches. Inside the car you can see that there is not a great deal going on. Cars from this era obviously had much less technology than your modern day vehicles. So on the dashboard all you have is a clock and your basic gauges. Jeremy Clarkson and James May studied a number of early car designs during an episode of Top Gear, and they concluded that the Austin 7 was the first mass-market car to be fitted with a conventional control layout, as found on modern cars, although the earliest car they found to use this layout was a Cadillac Type 53 in 1916. Under the bonnet you can see the 4-cylinder Austin 7 engine, which has a capacity of 747cc. Delivering a whopping 10.5 horsepower. This is an improvement from the original 1922 engine, which was 696cc, delivering 7.2 horsepower. The side valve engine is composed of an aluminium crankcase, cast iron cylinder block and a cast iron cylinder head. The engine is cooled by thermosiphon without a water pump, and the dynamo is driven from the timing gears. There were two gearbox options on the Austin 7, one being a 3-speed and reverse gearbox, which was bottled to the back of the engine, and had a variety of ratios depending on the application, be it touring, sports, racing or trials. In 1932 a 4-speed gearbox was introduced, and in 1922 a synchromesh was added to the third and top ratios, extending to second gear in 1934. This particular Austin 7 has the 3-speed and reverse gearbox. Now it's time to hit the road. This is a really fun car to drive. Because it's such a small car, you feel more like you're sitting on it rather than in it, which gives an added sense of danger, which only makes it even more exciting. It's a quick little car too, and on top of that, it's open top and fairly low to the ground, which makes it feel like you're going at even greater speeds than you actually are. I wouldn't want to go too fast in a car like this though, due to its small size and its apparent lack of safety features. But what can you expect from a car that's now 86 years old? Vehicle safety has come on in leaps and bounds since those days. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and if you have, please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our upcoming classic car video reviews.